Okay, so restricted blood flow training, so kind of like blood flow restriction training. So a good example right now is Jodie is on holidays and she's like on a ship. She doesn't have access to a gym, so she isn't actually able to overload her muscles with weights. So a way that we are accommodating to that, to still be able to elicit muscle hypertrophy, like growth, keep the strength, keep the gains and all that stuff, is we're doing blood flow restriction training, which allows us to put stress onto the muscle with less weight. So if you're restricting the blood, it's causing like hypoxia in that area. So with restricted oxygen flow, it's actually harder to contract the muscle with less weight, So you're kind of overloading without the overload of the assisted weight. So there is a time and a place for it, but to me, it's a nay. Unless you are injured, it is actually extremely beneficial when you're injured or when you're on holidays, just like Jodie is, or just like, say you just finished a session, it's a great way to end the session. But I would say nay just off the bat. Like, there are other ways that you can elicit the same effect that isn't restricted blood flow training, like myo reps, which is something I do incorporate in some of my training programs. One of my guy clients at the moment is doing myo reps, and I also gave myo reps to Juhi for, was it leg curls? I don't know, I'm sorry Juhi, but I gave it to you for something that I really wanted you to get a certain effect on. But like, what you do is you find a weight that you can do for 15 reps, and you do 12, and then you rest like 5 to 10 seconds, 15, and then you do 5, rest the same period, then 5, and then you do that like 3-4 times, and you only rest that 10 seconds. So something you can do for 15 reps, you do the 15 reps, rest a little, then do 5 plus 5 plus 5. So that's kind of like blood flow restriction training, because you're not allowing sufficient time for that oxygen to get just say oxygen. You're not allowing sufficient time for that muscle to get re-oxygenated. But that is my take on restricted blood flow training. I'm going to do a lot more of these, not just now, but like when I get back to Sydney. Because one thing that I realized I really want to do is I want to wake up and I want to get myself to the gym earlier, and I want to film more content for you guys and put it also onto my YouTube so you guys can refer to it, because I can also hide my YouTube videos for some things so that only you guys with the link can see it. So I really want to do that. This is going to go onto YouTube, so anyone watching on YouTube is going to hear me rambling. But I want to do that, and I want to wake up, go to the gym, get content done, come home. I have a secret surprise that I need to tell you guys about still. And do study more research, because I really want to apply for a couple more courses just because I love learning. And then have like my phone always available if you need me, but then be on the laptop completely decking out anything I need to do towards the late evening. And yeah, so I don't know, I'm gonna keep my options open to find the best way to be here for all of you guys and get more out to you, because like I said, I just want to offer you guys the best content and best everything that I can. So please suggest anything that will help you, and I hope that summarizes restricted blood flow training.